Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail, and we're continuing here near MIGILLIGAN. And if you can see the building there sticking up in the distance, I believe that is the tower that we were at earlier at McGilligan's Point. Just in the centre there is the screen. So you certainly get a beautiful view here, don't you? And of course across the bay there is Donegal. And you can see the mountain here behind the hedges, behind those trees. Absolutely beautiful. So where we are is we're actually at St. Aidan's old church at MIGILLIGAN. Now, the earliest remains of a church at St. Aidan's dates back to the 13th century, but there's an ancient well at the site as well, so that indicates that this was a pre-Christian pagan site at one time. Now, St. Cadden, who was a disciple of Patrick, is buried under the gable of the medieval church. And then after the relaxation of the penal laws, the church was returned to the Catholic Church by Bishop Harvey, who was the Earl Bishop of Derry. It was Bishop Harvey who actually built the Bishop's House and the Musselendane Temple at Downhill, and I've done a few wee videos there of those. Bishop Harvey also built the Church of Ireland parish church at nearby Duncroon around 1826. So this is the bell that I'm going to show you first. So that's the bell. So that's an open bell tower. Beautiful scenery here, no doubt about it. Then that's the church. And as I say, the disciple of Patrick, at least one of the disciples of Patrick, is said to be buried here. So I'll take you down and show you that. That's a chapel down there, but it's not really used now, I don't believe either, as far as I know. But Cadden, who was a disciple of Patrick, is believed to be buried under one of these gables here of the church. Great to have these ruins, isn't it? I've dropped my stick, so I'm going to have to lift it. So he has to be buried either here, at this side, or else down at the bottom there. Don't know if that stone marks him or not, I haven't a clue. But he's buried at one of the ends here. That's for sure. That one's blocked up. That's a cross there on the other side, a wooden cross. So it's either that end he's buried, or else the entrance end. Not too sure which. But there you go, that's inside the church anyway. What's left of it. So I'll take you down and I will show you this church, and then I'll show you the well. And then there's a wee bit of writing at the well, so I'll read a wee bit of it out to you. There's a poet buried in here from the 17th century, but unfortunately I haven't been able to locate his grave. And you'd think it would be easy to find because it's a flat slab with a harp on it, but I cannot find it. So, don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere, and I have searched. It's a guy called Dennis Hampson, or O'Hampsey, as he's also known. And he was born in 1695 between Garva and Limavady, and he died at MIGILLIGAN in 1807. And he actually died at the ripe old age, believe it or believe it not, of 112. So that's the other end of the church, the old church. So I'll take you down here and show you this well. So he's buried alongside his daughter and his wife, whom he actually married at the age of 86, believe it or believe it not. So I suppose there's hope for me yet. So I have a feeling maybe this church is still used, but they certainly built a new church. Let you see in here. You can't really see too much, but there's a robe of some sort sitting there. I think it's a robe anyway. So I'd better close this gate. Just let you see that again. I'm down here. So I don't know where that poet's buried, but certainly when you go into to search the graveyard. It comes up like it shows you the grave, but I just can't find it. So you can see the date there. It's 1826 to 1931, but it's also got the date of 1989 there as well. See if I can give you a wee look through the window. So there you are. That's the porch. So we're going to finish off now at this well, and there's actually another church in the vicinity, which I will tell you about when we come to this board. I didn't know about it until I read this board. So I don't know where that poet is, but he's buried in there somewhere. If I find him, I'll do another video on him. So that's the well there. As you can see, it's called today St. AIDANS well, but originally it was a pagan well. So that's an ancient well there. So this is the board here I was talking about. So that's the harpist there. So it is one of Ireland's greatest harpers, Dennis O'Hempsey, is buried here, but I couldn't find him. And that's the Moss Rock at Croggan. Of course, back then during the penal period, you couldn't have mass, so they had to do it in secret. And then that's the church, the medieval church that I just shown you. So that gives you a wee bit of a map where they are. You can see the abbey there, Duncroon, St. Aidan's Church, Milltown, Craigan, Marsstone, and there's a wee lake there as well. So it says here, the history of St. Aidan's Church. The original church on this site was referred to as the Church of, I'll try and pronounce this, Tom Lactard. It was founded by St. Comsel in the middle of the 6th century, but no trace of this church remains. The ruins you see are of a more recent church erected in medieval times on the foundations of the Columban church. That was the one I just showed you. This church was renovated by William Cage in 1660, and the Church of Ireland community worshipped here until 1773, when they moved to their present church situated nearby. Bishop Harvey bestowed the vacated church on their own Catholic community, who continued to worship here until 1826, when they moved to their new chapel known as St. Aidan's. And tradition connects St. Aidan's with the original church, and he died in Lindisfarne, Northumbria in 651 AD, and his body was brought by St. Colman to Tamlagard here, in other words, in 667 AD. And then it mentions the well, and again the grave of the gentleman, and another gentleman as well, Joseph Allison, whose son emigrated to the New World in 1768, where the family prospered, and one of his descendants founded the first University of Canada. And then it says here, a pathway leads from the graveyard to the Moss Rock at Croggan on the lower slopes of Ben Evna, I'm not sure, where the Roman Catholic community worshipped during penal times in the 18th century. In the vicinity is the site of the Abbey of Duncroon, which I showed you on the map there. And then it says, in the vicinity is the site of the Abbey of Duncroon, which was founded by St. Patrick in 432 AD. The abbey was plundered by a band of Vikings in 1203. And it says on the 10th of September 1989, the present church was rededicated by the Most Reverend Dr. Edward Daly D.D. So there you go, folks. So thanks for watching, and God bless.